So I've been looking at the LEGO promotional photos that they send out whenever they're releasing a new set, and they'll show the people that have built their set and display in it. And I've learned that I've been playing with my LEGO wrong all along. This is the proper way to play with your LEGO. Yes, you must play with it from behind. You know, normally, as a kid, if I had this fire station, I would break it. I would have it this way where I could take the fire engines out. No, that is the wrong way. You want to turn it around this way where you're behind it and then play with it like this. See, that's the proper way. Hey, I'm Jabbo. Welcome to BrickTsar, your home for vintage LEGO. And we are doing a lot of vintage LEGO set reviews and discussion this year, 2023. Can you believe it's 2023? So way back in the day when I started this here YouTube channel called BrickTsar, I did a video about this very set. Don't remember what I said. Hey, this is BrickTsar, and I have here set 347, fire station with mini wheel vehicles. This is an old Samsonite set from 1970, so it's about 42 years old, almost 43 years old, I guess. But I bet you I'm going to say a lot of the same things now. I just might deliver it in a different way. So this set is one of my favorite from the fire stations. It's one of the earliest fire stations. It's not the first fire station, but it's one of the earliest. And it's definitely an early mini wheel fire station. But it also is from an era where LEGO designers apparently were either underpaid or very lazy or both. Or all three. It's these vehicles here, the ambulance that is in it. I think this exact build is in a couple other sets. This tow truck is also in a couple other sets, I do believe. As we go through all the mini wheel sets, which I do plan on covering here, we'll probably see this exact design again. And then the fire truck, I do believe also is in either another set or in another set. So, yeah, nothing special. Oh, the fire truck has opening doors. And, oops, I got to open them the right way so it can fly. And then it's got the ladder. Now, my ladder is a little worn out. It doesn't swivel. It's not on turn. It breaks. But yeah, and then the fire station itself has the 3 bays. Now the fire truck, it doesn't. If you back it in, how do you play backwards? I don't understand those photos. It sticks out, so it doesn't go all the way in. And why do they have a tow truck at the fire station? I can see an ambulance. Right? Oh, see, when my son-in-law is at work, he will drive sometimes the fire truck, sometimes the ambulance. And then there's also what's like a truck, just like a pickup truck with supplies on it, kind of like a fire chief car. But yeah, anyway, so this, did I say when this set came out? It came out in 1970. It is set 347. All right, don't get confused. LEGO did not think their set numbers out back in the day, and then this is doubly confounded, and that is a model maker set by Samsonite. And Samsonite quality was not a word that was in their vocabulary. So this set 347, there's 2 other sets 347. One of them is actually Doc, what's his name? Doc Holliday? It's a Fabuland set. That's a doctor's office. And then there's like a basic set that's also 347. But no, this was the original set 3. This is the first. So we can't blame whoever gave this number 347. Can't blame them because they did it first. But it says on my box that this set contains 216 pieces. I've not actually counted them. Bricklink shows 189. Maybe they're counting the granules on this tree that's not in it. So this is another case. So this granulated tree, that's more of a European thing.
It's European.
Oh.
Nice carry-all.
It's European.
And a lot of the American versions, we got this sad little flat two-dimensional pine tree. So not as cool as the granulated tree. So even though it shows the granulated tree all over the box art, it's not in, I probably never was in the Samsonite version. They just reused the imagery from the European versions, I'm thinking. But yeah, so the build is kind of odd in a way. They do the interlocking brick thing, but it's like they kind of got lazy as they went up. But it also could be the limitation is there's no 1x3 bricks. It's all 1x1s, 1x2s, 1x4s, a couple of 1x6s, and then 1x8s. And so some of the corners, they're not really stable until you get up a little higher. Just odd placement. And then, let's see, this is kind of like the HO scale era still. So they got the little doors and the little walkway. Actually, little door. And it's just like that basic red, I keep knocking this stupid tree off. Red windows all the way through it. Pretty simple build, only takes a matter of minutes to build it. Probably the coolest piece in this whole thing is this little Lego flag, which you can't even see there, but it is on, you can't see it on the cover, but you do see it on the back of the box here. The little Lego flag, so I'm pretty sure that's the right one. I think so. But the instructions, okay, now I'm going to talk about the instructions. I may have mentioned this in the first time I did a video on this, but the instructions are very frustrating. They are apparently hand drawn. I think that's what they did. Because this is 1970, they didn't really render things with a computer. So I think somebody drew them and then they were colorized. And this is why sometimes in old instructions you might even have a color that appears wrong, perhaps, or wasn't colored in. The other thing that you get is they draw the studs, and I think, what's the guy? Is it Eicher? What's the guy that draws the the impossible stairway? I think he's the one that drew this, because on the instructions, if you count the studs, it doesn't work. And there's this the base plate has these driveways on it, and the driveways are fixed. There's no studs on them. And when you look at the instructions, the bricks along the back are one stud. It's clear they are one stud back. You cannot build it that way, because if you build it one stud back, these gray bricks, gray tiles will not fit. And also the count here from the number of studs from one of the beams to the front is off by one. So it's impossible to build it exactly the way the instructions are, but it's more, I think the instructions were poorly drawn. And it's like when you add them up, it works on one side, but it doesn't on the other. And I'm like, where is the missing stud? I'm just like looking at this, I'm like, I know that it won't fit like the way it is here, but this side it does fit. And I'm like, oh. So you have to put it 2 studs back from the end of the studless driveway in order for it to fit on the base plate and the sidewalk still work on the other side. But that's just one of the little things with that. So this is one of the earliest sets I ever did a review on. Not the first. Guess what the first set I ever did a review on? It's not on this channel. But I'm loving going through these mini wheel sets. And first, I want to thank the channel members for making these videos possible and keeping me enthusiastic about doing stuff. And I want to shout out channel member Geology Joe, who has been sending Tipper Truck Army references. He's wearing the Tipper Truck Army t-shirt, and he went to Arizona and stood next to a big cactus, a saguaro, or whatever they call them. And thank you for sending that. He said he wasn't posing, the sun was in his eyes. But thank you. So he's one of our channel members. And I was thinking, hey, if you have a tipper truck in your collection, And yes, I have not bought all of them in the world yet, so it's possible you could still own a tipper truck, which is a mini wheel vehicle, which fits nicely with my fire station. Send me a picture of your tipper truck in the wild, or if you're wearing a Tipper Truck Army shirt, send a picture, and I'll share it here if you are okay with that. But thank you, Geology Joe, for that. But I forgot what I was going to get to. Oh, I've been posting shorts of these. So a lot of these sets are, you can do a quick video on them, and I'm going to be trying to show as many different vintage sets. So all of my shorts I plan for now are going to be vintage. They're going to be long discontinued sets, and all this month I'm focusing on the mini wheel era. And I say mini wheel because that's what they call them, mini wheel. Mini wheel, because it's got the little wheels, and I have a lot of little wheels, so that's how mini wheels. But so yeah, and I know I've said I don't like shorts, and I really don't like shorts, but I'm doing shorts the way I want to do them. So they may not be the best thing for YouTube, but I hope you enjoy them. And if you don't like them, please don't watch them, because it won't. Yeah, I'll continue to do long form videos like this where I ramble and break stuff. Oh, I don't want to break my hand. I don't want to break the flag, because that thing's expensive. Yeah. So anyway, that is a set from 1970, set 347. First, mini wheel model maker fire station with mini wheel vehicles. I don't understand these names. Just call it fire station. I think, and it was very lazily designed. So anyway, I'm gonna go. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.